You get the promotion. You start the side hustle. You finally see a larger number hit your checking account on payday. Yet, by the 30th of the month, the balance is back to zero. We are taught the solution to this is simple: increase the input. If you are struggling financially, the assumption is that you simply need to earn more cash. But the data tells a different story. As median incomes climb, household debt does not disappear. It often rises right alongside it. A larger paycheck usually just buys a more expensive lifestyle. The standard logic, that more work automatically results in more money retained, fails, because it ignores the mechanics of the person holding the money. If turning up the income faucet doesn't fill the pool, what exactly is draining the water? Take a look at this illustration from the Wealth and Joy series. It provides a visual schematic of the mechanical laws that govern whether you keep what you earn. By decoding the text and the structure of this image, we can map out the system constraints that dictate why a high income often leads to a zero balance. The author's first underlined claim: money is temporary. Cash is a flow metric. Look at the coins falling from the character's hand. They are kinetic, moving constantly from an employer to expenses. Contrast this with the second phrase: wealth is eternal. Chasing higher salaries without a strategy to catch that flow is a trap. The cash leaves your life at the exact velocity it entered. You cannot build wealth by merely widening the pipe that brings money in. You have to build a separate mechanism dedicated to capturing it. This brings us to the core concept circled in yellow: the wealth container. Engineers call this a throughput bottleneck, where limited capacity restricts output. This massive jar represents that exact limit on how much money you can actually hold. This is the overflow principle. If your internal container, built from your financial literacy and discipline, is the size of a thimble, pouring a massive salary into it guarantees spillage. This spillage manifests as lifestyle creep, luxury purchases, and mounting debt. Your ultimate net worth is not determined by your earning power. It is capped by the maximum volume of your personal container. To achieve lasting financial success, you have to shift your focus away from the input faucet. Think back to the character on the ladder. The most critical task is not climbing higher to drop more coins. The goal is to get off the ladder and structurally expand the jar at the bottom. You expand that internal volume through self-education, delayed gratification, and building disciplined investment frameworks that capture your cash before it has a chance to overflow. That is your leverage point. A massive container can capture and grow wealth from even a modest trickle of income. But a cracked, undersized thimble will eventually lose a fortune. We started by looking at the divide between the temporary nature of money and the enduring nature of wealth. The wealth container is the bridge between those two states. It is the only mechanism capable of transmuting fleeting cash into lasting security. Stop exhausting yourself by constantly chasing temporary cash. Expand your capacity, build an impenetrable container, and capture the eternal.